All right. So I know that y'all have seen this picture at some point within the past day or two in regards to the sideline reporter, sports reporter, internet personality, Janerika Owens. And it is a very spicy picture, I will say that. But let's be real for a moment, because I don't want to pretend that the way that the internet is responding to this picture is just out of thin air. When people say this outfit feels inappropriate, they're not imagining things. Just from what I see, the blazer is open, the cleavage is pronounced, and the skirt is very mini. And yes, she does have on a bra. She does. But visually, the look here, it leans more into night out sexy more than it does daytime professional. So this conversation isn't about pretending that the way people are responding to this is that they're crazy. It's about asking a better question. Why does this level of sexiness trigger such strong reactions when the woman wearing it is black and confident and unapologetic about it? Because there's a difference between acknowledging the critique and interrogating the reaction. Most of the criticism that has been going on in regards to the way that this woman is dressed boils down to three unspoken expectations. One, a blazer is supposed to be closed. Two, cleavage is supposed to be subtle in public spaces. And three, a mini skirt crosses into too much when it's paired with someone who's very curvaceous. Individually, none of these ideas are crazy or outrageous. In fact, a lot of people, especially older generations, were raised with these very rules. But here's where it gets complicated. Those rules were never applied evenly. Now, here's the honest truth from a man's perspective. This outfit is intentionally sexy. If you think that she didn't put this on trying to be sexy, you out your damn mind. This wasn't accidental. This was not, misunderstood or a misunderstanding. It was intentional. The open blazer isn't an oversight. The cleavage isn't a wardrobe malfunction. Skirt isn't riding up by mistake. This is a look designed to say, I know my body, I know the effect, and I'm okay with it. And for some people, that's where the discomfort starts. Because we're fine with black women being sensual, soft, subtle, hinted at. But when it becomes overtly sexy, especially in structured clothing like a blazer, it messes with people's mental categories. It's not that the outfit breaks rules, it's that it collides aesthetics. So let me break it down. This whole thing is business energy matched with bedroom energy, authority matched with desirability, and structure matched with skin. And people don't know where to place it. Now, let's take a look at the way that a lot of the internet on social media is responding to Janerika at her Seahawks media day for the Super Bowl. This person said, Shorty got no bra or no top on under that jacket in front of NFL players. She know what she doing. This person says, professional spaces come with professional standards. You can dress however you want in your personal life, but media day with athletes and staff is still work. If women want to be taken seriously in professional environments, the line between personal branding and professionalism matters. She isn't wearing a bra. She looks tacky. If the wrong man compliments her, it can turn into sexual harassment real fast. Another person said, this is how them strippers who converted to realtors dress. She off the chain though. Now, here's the thing. She is wearing a bra, but it's very, very small, if that makes sense. Let's be honest. The cleavage is doing most of the heavy lifting in this discourse, because a closed blazer with the same skirt wouldn't have gone this viral. And a longer skirt with the open blazer wouldn't have hit the same nerve that it's hitting right now. It's the combination of the two. Cleavage on black women has always been treated differently. Historically, it's been read as less refined, more sexual, less appropriate by default. So when people say she could have just closed the blazer, what they're really saying is her sexuality feels too visible for the setting that I've decided this should belong to. That's not neutral. That's value judgment. Another woman said, outfit fire and body T, but this is not professional attire. She looks great though. Another person said, sex appeal fully dressed. Demons walk among us. Someone else said, if you know you can't go into a regular professional workplace dressed like this, why are you dressing like this for media day? Now, let's talk about the skirt, because yes, it is short. Okay. Here's the part that doesn't get said out loud. A mini skirt on a straight frame, it reads playful. A mini skirt on curves reads provocative. Same skirt, different implementation. And that's not about the garment itself. That's just about how society sexualizes shape and figures. So when people say it's too many, what they often mean in this situation is it's drawing attention to areas that we are all uncomfortable acknowledging. Someone else says, she's stunning. This isn't appropriate attire for a work event, though. Someone else said, she's been the best part of Media Week. Someone else said, the trend of African American women, sports media personalities showcasing body more than skill in their profession has to stop. Like nothing is protected anymore against sexualization in this era. Next, women doctors are going to be performing brain scans and booty shorts on TikTok. Now, listen, this is where the real teaching moment lives. And I want to say this carefully. Two things can be true at once. One, Janerika has every right to wear this outfit. All right, she does. Whether y'all want to acknowledge that or not, she has every right to wear what she got on. But two, people are not wrong for reading it as sexually expressive. Sexual expression is not a crime. She's not going to go to the electric chair for having a figure like that and wearing the clothes that she's wearing. But pretending it's invisible doesn't help the conversation either. The issue is when sexual expression gets translated into lack of self-respect, attention seeking, and moral judgment. That leap is where the problem lives. Now, talking about black women, because Janerika is black women are constantly asked to do the math with their appearance, right? Like, how sexy is too sexy? How confident is too confident? How visible is acceptable? And what makes this exhausting is that the margin for error is razor thin. This outfit wouldn't spark the same moral panic if the woman, Janerika, was thinner, if she was white, if she looked less self-assured. Because you got to remember, confidence amplifies everything. Now, what about the uncomfortable question that we're avoiding, right? Here's the question that people don't want to ask themselves. Why does a black woman being sexually confident feel like a challenge instead of a choice? Because nobody is confused about what they're seeing. They're uncomfortable with how boldly it's being presented. This isn't about shaming the critics, okay? It's not about pretending the outfit is modest, because we all know it ain't. It's about recognizing that when black women choose sexiness on their own terms, the reaction is rarely ever neutral. The internet isn't reacting because the outfit is shocking. They're reacting because it refuses to be subtle. And subtlety has always been the tax that black women are expected to pay for acceptance. So I want to ask all the black women out there directly, do you feel like this outfit crosses the line? And you can be honest, right? You can put it down in the comment. Do you feel like this outfit crosses a line? Or do you feel like the reaction crosses one? And more importantly, who gets to decide when your confidence becomes too much? Because that answer tells us way more than this outfit ever could. But I just really wanted to talk about this whole situation. It, very, very crazy firestorm of opinion that was going on over the internet when it came to what this woman was wearing. It is definitely something that you notice. And it by the looks of it, it seems as if, this is kind of how she looks, right? Just figure wise. And so, there's really no escaping the curves. There's no escaping how she looks. It is what it is. But let me know what you thought about this down below in the comments, man. Make sure to hype up the video. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell. That way you get notified on every single video that I drop. Also, don't forget to subscribe for the one time. Peace.